Good evening.
Good evening.
I'm Milton Barnes, and I'm from Michigan, so I came a long ways, and I'm honored to be here. It's hard for me to put into words to talk about the privilege, to talk about a man, Clem Haskins, and the influence that he had on my life, but so many others. We talk about all of his accomplishments as a basketball player, as a basketball coach. And one of the things that we talk about, he and I, what have we done and what do we do outside of the arenas is what makes the difference. You talk about the pillars of the community. Lori just gave a great insight of Yvette Haskins. You can't talk about one without the other, Clem and Yvette. Yvette and Clem. All of you, most of you have known them probably longer than I have. But I'm proud to say I feel connected to them as this I Am family, because they've embraced me and my wife as one of them. So we look at what things did he accomplish. Well, if we go back to the very beginnings, and some of you may know, he was at Durham High School, which I understand was all black school back in 1963. But he transferred over to Taylor County to be the one and the only black in that school. So we talk about setting the tone, setting the pace, pioneering for others to follow. We talk about those that had to endure all the things that some of you may have read and some of you may have experienced firsthand. The bias and the prejudice that went on in those days. But he fought through it. His family, being one of 11, being a part of a loving family and a giving family, he fought through all the obstacles as a young kid going through high school. And not only did he do that, he went on to Western Kentucky to be the first. Again, pioneering and setting the pathway for others to follow. But he had to endure so much more than any of us current players have to experience today. But because of Clem Haskins, he set the way, he smoothed the road and made it possible. So we got to give recognition and remember from those that came before us the path that they cleared and all the battles they fought to make it possible for us today. I'm here today because of Clem Haskins. And I'm appreciative of the things that he's taught me as a mentor, as a basketball coach. But most importantly, because of the common thread, I'm also one of 11 kids. I also was born on a farm. Not in Kentucky, but on a farm. But who can talk about having years later come back and buy that very farm he was born and raised on? Who can talk about that they bought land to secure his family, the future generations? It wasn't just about him. It was about what can he do for others. That's what a coach is, for those of you that don't know. Coaching ain't about winning basketball games. Coaching is about developing and helping young people know what it takes to succeed in life. He's an example. I've been to Campbellsville many times. I'm still looking for the sign because the things that Clem Haskins has accomplished. You're talking about the number 3 pick if you think about it in terms of today, what the number 3 pick in the NBA draft means, how good you have to be the 3rd pick in the entire draft. He's a lottery pick. He went on to Western Kentucky, become an All-American. He accomplished so much as a basketball player. But I'm looking for the sign that says home of Clem Haskins. I'm looking for that time when I come back to Campbellsville, which road I enter that says the home of Clem Haskins. So y'all think about that as we celebrate. We got to give those who have paved the way. We got to recognize. We got to help our young people understand it wasn't always easy. There was someone before you. We got to teach our young people. We got to mentor and inform them. Give them an understanding of who they are and who they can be. Clem Haskins is an example of that. You know, you try to rub elbows with people to say, hey, I know this person or that person. Clem Haskins went on, and I was able to join him at the University of Minnesota for a part of those years when he became the head coach at the University of Minnesota. But don't let me forget, he came back to Western Kentucky as an assistant coach after he finished his years in the NBA. And then became the head coach at Western Kentucky, and then became the head coach at Minnesota. I don't need a mic, I don't think. I think y'all can hear me. My voice has a tendency to carry. So I'm talking about someone who is a living example of continuing to come back, to continue to overcome hurdles. That's what it's about. That's what we're recognizing. Black folks overcome a lot. What year was it we got freedom, but we didn't get it officially until 100 years later? But we continue to fight. Continue to help others come through. So I'm proud of the fact that I had an opportunity to serve as one of his assistants at the University of Minnesota. And he accomplished a lot. We talk about the NIT championship, the NCAA tournament, the Final Fours, the opportunity to succeed, understanding what it takes to not just win basketball games, to impact lives. Yeah, winning games is fun. Winning in life is even fun. We enjoy that even more when we look around, we talk about the very young men that played for him and who and what they've become since they played under him. That's what a pillar is. Giving others a foundation that they can build on, that they can turn to, and they can rely on, no matter what time of day or night, when they need to call for advice. Coaching is not just coaching on game nights. Coaching is a 24/7 job. It's constantly about trying to help others. And that's what Clem Haskins has accomplished. And I'm proud to be a part of it. I'm proud to be able to be here tonight, Coach, and be a part of this recognition that you and Yvette just so undeniably deserve. And hopefully, Campbellsville, you will take the moments that you have to enjoy the two of them, to get from them as much as you can from them in terms of the experiences, the knowledge, and the strength to continue pushing forward. I thank you for allowing me to be here and to be a part of this celebration. Thank you.